slight refresher would be nice. I don't remember exactly what I was planning to do when we last left off.
Explore the city.
Well,
Uh,
yeah, but did we have to drop you off right away, or were we all
No,
going to do that?
you did not.
Okay.
so it
Well,
was it was around 1:30, and you went to head back to the hotel to drop off Rain's new gun and pick up Constant. You were
Oh,
planning on
yeah.
just going to get something to eat.
Yeah, get something to eat and then drop Constant off back and then go out drinking.
Um, all right, I think that's it. Basically, we might as well get straight to it, as far as I can tell. Um,
Yeah, all right.
okay. Um, good afternoon. I'm Thomas. This is Owen
I
and Alex.
hello.
And last time we left off in the city of Ornaby, where Colgan and Nerith and Rain were all heading back to their hotel room to drop off Rain's new gun and pick up Constant to get something to eat. And that's where we'll start off this time. Um,
yeah,
do you want a description of the streets at all, or no?
yeah, sure.
So you guys have been just walking to where you need to be. The distances aren't insane since it it doesn't quite have the scale of a modern city. The technology level is around like around the 40s, the 50s. Um it's kind of a wide range compared to what we have in the real world. So some of it is still from the Great War. A lot of people are still using swords and stuff. Um, but the scale of things is a bit smaller, at least in Ornaby.
Hmm.
So you walk along and you see a lot of uh, poor people bustling around. It's like I said before in last episode. It's a lot of workers that are bustling around, going to and from work, just doing a lot of things. Um, your party gets a lot of attention just from people looking as you pass. Rain, especially for some reason, despite Nerith being 6'6" and like 250 pounds or whatever. Um, you all can tell that it feels like they're trying to see who Rain is, or at least you think they might recognize him. But you walk back through the crowded, steam filled streets of the commercial district back to the city center to your hotel. And when you get there, you don't actually find Constant. All you find is a note. Um, that
What?
yeah, and the note just says, "I'm going out for a while. I'll be back before sundown. Get some, go eat something nice." And folded in the or inside of the folded note, you find $50.
Yay! Give us lunch money.
All right. So you're gonna go get something to eat then?
I suppose so. Kind of sad we can't get Constant with us, but I mean, if he's going out, what would he even be doing? I suppose we'll find out.
Yeah, he didn't specify in the note. It was brief, but it did sound casual. It's not like it's not like a "I'm leaving you" sort of note. Um,
He's going to fight the final boss on his own. I don't even know who that is.
yeah. Um, so since you guys want to go get something to eat, Rain is going to suggest a place, and he leads you back to the road that you first came on, to the entertainment district, where you see one of the lower level restaurants for that place. It's one where you see a lot more normal people, like um, eh, men taking their girlfriends or wives on out for dates. That sort of thing is what you expect to find, more than businessmen going for meetings and stuff. Um, but
Mhm.
he takes you there and then greets the um I don't know what the guy that I'm just gonna call him
Bouncer?
the doorman. He greets the doorman, who seems to recognize him, and it seems like Rain's been there before, and he asks for a private room. And you
Private
all get,
room.
yeah, you all get led to the private room, and in this place, again, you see a lot of eyes are on Rain. It seems like, um, it seems like either a bunch of people know him or his description has gone around for some reason.
I think he's taking all of the credit for what we did.
He
That's what I'm
can't. He's
assuming.
not allowed to.
I
Um,
think he took all the credit.
Nobody knows what you did. It's top secret.
No,
It's a military matter only.
I'm too stupid to understand that.
All right. Well, either way, he or Rain doesn't lead you to the room. The doorman gets somebody, and the guy leads you to a room. The waiter, and he uh crap. What kind of I'm thinking this is the kind of place that'll just bring stuff to you. Um,
Hmm.
so you guys get steak and potatoes and uh, corn, like, well, I mean, not on the cob, but like corn, some other vegetables, that good stuff. He brings out wine and beer,
Ooh.
both in pitchers, just for you guys to pour yourselves. He pours the first glasses, asks who wants what. I'm assuming Colgan wants beer,
Of course.
and Nerith. What does Nerith eat or drink?
Nerth is a vegan, I swear.
I like meat, or Nerf likes meat, but he also refuses any alcohol due to last time him waking up right after he gets well, right after he woke up from being drunk. He got kicked out of the village for setting
Or
a lot of fires.
I laugh at him and call him lightweight.
well,
So, especially in the current situation, I refuse to
hmm.
drink any alcohol.
I
What
continue to laugh at him.
what kind of non-alcoholic drinks would they have?
Water?
Yes, for
Uh,
chalky milk. That what you want?
yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be milk,
Also,
water. They'd have
I look sad
no, they wouldn't have apple juice.
I look sad when I refuse the alcohol as well. I like alcohol.
Hmm.
Since I'm since I'm an elf, I particularly like wine.
Be hilarious if this is the beginning of his character growth. His entire character arc begins here. This is the first self-reflection he's done all game.
I can't
No,
even
that's not.
have alcohol. Well,
No, I can't have alcohol. It's just last time after Colgan seems to question me about why I don't have alcohol, I respond to him that I was sad that I forgot all of the fire that I started. So I got kicked out, and I don't even remember why. Remember the
of
fire.
course, of course. Um, the guy offers milk and tea as well.
I accept the milk.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, he brings out milk for you, and then you guys can start eating. Um,
Okay, what are we eating? What's the food?
He just said,
I
it's
forgot the food, okay?
steak and potatoes.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, proper dwarven meal.
Yeah.
There are vegetables and stuff too. It looks like most
Yeah,
of the
that's what I was
vegetables are cooked.
Oh, dwarves eat steak and potatoes.
Of course. Um, well, while you guys are eating, first, before I get too far, do you guys want to talk about anything?
For me, no.
No,
Nerith
not
just
so
digs
much.
in. Colgan just digs in. Yeah, yeah, that's in character. Well, you guys
Yeah,
mow down. You see that Rain looks a lot more relaxed. He finally gets to sit back, and he says, "Oh man, it's nice to finally be able to relax. It's been a while since I properly could." Um, and it looks like a lot of pressure has fallen off his shoulders. Uh, Hold on, I'm gonna quickly consult my notes. Yeah, back to it. Yeah, Rain looks much more relaxed, and he says, "Oh man, it's nice to finally get a chance to relax. It's been a while. It's been a pretty crazy few days, and then even before that, there's always have to keep on guard. I always have to uh, I always have to really um, act how people expect me to. It's nice to finally relax."
you finally have to ask him, why are you so famous, Rain? You say it in that
Famous.
tone.
Um, well, I'm not. I wouldn't say famous exactly, but um, they did seem to know who I was before I got here. Um,
Are you
in
infamous then?
a few towns now. I just like to go around and help people. Um, after a while, people started to know who I was before I got there, and they always seem to need me to. Um, they seem to rely on me looking like I know what I'm doing and being calm. So I always have to really keep it all in. If I want to freak out, I have to do it in private.
Hmm. The only other person I've seen get looked at as much as you is Nerith, and he's a 6'6" pyromaniac freak.
Well, I don't know what to say.
Does Nerith?
I I say that I find it's best to just ignore everything besides what you like. I
That
don't care what anybody else thinks.
that sounds
It's
like
like
you.
sending things empire.
You heard it here first. Just have a panic attack right in the middle of everyone. You'll feel better.
I'd rather not, thanks. I think
You
I'll
can't just
take
lie in the corner.
I think I'll use this privacy and relax and have a few drinks instead.
Oh, well, there's only so much drinking you can do.
I'm not gonna do much.
Yeah, but then you're just gonna cry in the corner, and that's worse.
I just want to relax, man.
You can relax anytime. I'm generally always relaxed, even when in a jail cell.
Yeah, look at the two of us. Do we look like we're worried? I'm literally dying here.
He does sound like he's having fun. Uh, your responses um seem to raise his spirit a bit, but well, I mean, not exactly raise his spirit like he was sad or anything, but it cheered him up more. He seems like he's having a good time. He starts um he starts eating and drinking and just enjoying himself. Um, and unless you guys do anything else, that makes for the end of your meal. Um, he takes Mr. Constant's money and some money of his own, and goes and pays the people, and you head back to the ho- or do you head back to the hotel room? You've
I
still
have a
got,
question for you
huh?
about exactly where the gods like again. Were there multiple of them, or
Yeah, there's a lot of deities.
I was thinking about going to the church to maybe pray to any fire-related gods.
I veto that.
There would definitely there would definitely be a fire related god.
Okay, then
Um,
I go to the church.
I try to hold him back.
there is um there's a church nearby actually. Valence isn't a theocracy or anything, but there is a prevailing religion within the country, and it is related to fire. It's the god of fire and industry. And you would want to,
Industry.
huh?
Hold on, maybe we should go to the church if it's the god of industry.
You go to the church?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Uh, Rain understands. He doesn't really want to go into the church a huge amount, since he's not of that religion, but he's going to at least walk with you.
Hmm. Well, what do we find in the church?
You're both going in? Yeah, I guess the dwarves would
I
worship
think
the
so.
same god, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean the god of industry. I mean, come on, that's my thing.
It's a fairly Um, it's a fairly plain church. There's a couple people in there. There's a preacher, but not a whole lot is happening. It's just a church.
I
There's
suppose.
the regular pews with a podium up front. Um, there's a mural with the god who I haven't considered what he looks like. Probably some fire and some like a anvil. Well, I mean,
I
pictures
suppose
of
I'd
fire and
just go and
anvils.
make a prayer to the god of industry.
All right.
I
Um,
make a I
oh,
go
sorry.
and make a prayer specifically to the god of to the fire part of the god.
What does that even mean?
I don't include industry in my prayer.
Okay.
I only pray for the fire.
um, you can pray to this god's son, the god of infernos.
Ah, yeah, that's all. I pray to both of them then.
All right. Uh, Nerith doesn't really notice a whole lot. It's just a normal prayer. Colgan can feel something in the wound in his side. Not the pain doesn't subside, and it doesn't feel like it heals at all or anything like that. But something changes. It's barely noticeable, but um, he he kind of goes like, "What?"
Hmm. Are there any religious items in this church I can take with me? Like say a symbol of the religion.
Um, Not really.
Ah, darn it.
There's there's nothing in here that would help you. You can look around and you can be like, I don't know.
Okay, I suppose I'll be on my way then.
All right. Um, where do you want to go? Are you gonna
Now
try
we
to walk around?
yeah, I can take your time looking for a bar.
You want to go to a bar?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm assuming Nerith would protest and Rain would be like, "Oh, I've had enough."
Well, Nira,
I
come
do
on,
in
back me
fact
up.
I do in fact protest the bar.
Oh man.
I can tell you. Um, so you're by the west, or you're not by the west gate, but you're on the road that connects to the west gate between the trade district and the city center. Um, let me quickly look at my notes. There's a lot of them. Uh, bu- 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 You know, now that I think of it, um, I do want to mention that you did see that there are a couple walls within the city that look like they were originally the or they were the original walls of the city before it expanded with industrialization.
Hmm.
Okay.
Um, trade district, main road, blah blah blah. Okay, the government buildings, commercial district. Um, I don't think there's any like particular places specified. Um, you could decide to just go in a direction and I'll tell you what you find, or you can ask Rain if he knows something. You can go to back to the commercial district.
I kind of want to just wander around the commercial district, see if I find anything worth buying. Maybe I could find some better clothing, like be a bit more protective or something.
I asked Rain if he has anywhere good to go in mind.
Hmm. Rain, I think, would agree with Colgan that the commercial district has some interesting stuff. Um,
Ask what type of stuff.
The stuff type.
oh man. Um, he would probably say that they have a lot of interesting shops that sell neat things. Um, there's a lot of interesting restaurants and bars, places where you can do um, different kind of games, kind of like pool halls, um, and you can find some some other lower class stuff, some stuff that's more within the party's price range, because you're currently in what did I call it? An entertainment district, something like that. Crap. Hold
Yeah.
on. But it's
Right
more
now we're in
high
the entertainment.
class. You can just head over to the commercial district. Oh yeah, it
Okay.
is just entertainment district. There it is. Um, and when you get to the entertainment district, um,
Is that where we are? Right into the commercial district.
what? You walked from the commercial and you walked from the entertainment district to the commercial district.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
why is the church in the entertainment district?
Uh, I mean,
Hmm. Huh.
you. Let's say it's
You're
not.
asking too many
You
questions
walked.
here.
You walked a ways till you found the church. How about that? Holy cow!
Okay.
Is that what I prayed to? A holy cow.
Uh, you're not Indian.
Ah, okay, phew.
Or Greek. There were holy cows and
Anyway, Yeah, in the
Hmm.
commercial
Worry about
district, you
it.
see a lot of what you saw before. There are some entertaining characters. There's a lot more sketchy characters too. Um, it looks like while it's not still not like a crime-ridden place, it is a little seedier, and there are more shady people walking around. Um, you walk by an alleyway, and you see you see two guys uh sticking up another. um I mean, do you do anything about it?
No questions. I run up and I punch one of the guys sticking up the other.
That's
Right in the gut because I can't reach his head.
that's what I was gonna do.
We both punched him.
Wait.
You
Sucker
just
punched him.
each punch one guy,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I kind of miss.
and Rain
mean-
walks up to Nerith just misses. That's
I remember
Oh.
my character is really bad at hand-to-hand combat.
that bad, eh? Okay, well, Colgan runs up, punches the guy fairly high. Actually, you know what? No. Colgan punches him straight in the thigh, and the guy gets a Charlie horse and and bends over. He grabs his thigh and just goes, "Oh!" And the other guy goes like, "What the hell?" And he backs up and he goes, "Get out of here!" Or at least he tries to before Nerith sprints up to him and just totally whiffs and passes the guy. And then um, the guy, he's got his knife out, but he, after seeing the giant elf, he goes, "Oh, I'm gonna get out of here," and just sprints away. Um, Rain doesn't go after him. Rain um, moves in on the guy that Colgan punched, and he grabs the guy, gets his arm behind his back, and holds him there. Um, and then, well, doesn't Aerith do anything after whiffing and having the guy run right past him to get out of there?
I just ignore him.
All right.
Snare is
Um,
content with this.
Rain turns his head to the guy that was getting robbed, and he goes, "You were being stolen from, right?" The guy just goes, "Yeah, yeah, you saved me, or my money at least. Thank you."
I ask him, you know them?
Yeah, he says, "Yeah, they're from a local gang. They like to cause a lot of trouble. Um, they go around messing with people."
What are they called?
The people or the gang?
The gang. People are called people, Tom.
Oh,
I need to go through his notes for this one.
I didn't make up the name of a gang.
Well, come on, it's vigilante time. I saw an excuse to beat people up and I took it.
I mean, this is the whole reason why I wanted to start doing this series, to test my ability to be creative.
Yeah.
Um, hold on a second as I make up a gang. They're called the Ballards. Yeah, Ballards.
Sounds dastardly.
Okay,
They're
and
just.
then I asked.
Uh,
Okay,
Sorry.
What do you ask?
and then I asked him if I can have some reward money for saving him.
I punched Nerith in the thigh.
It does nothing.
How do you know that?
I'm like twice your height. I'm like twice your strength, probably. I don't know. You are not. I just suck at
Nerith
punching.
Nerith is a big fella, but Colgan is still a dwarf, and he's not a fat one either, or any of that. Like he's not
I'm
weak.
built. I'm built like a brick, though.
Yeah,
Oh my!
it you don't keel over, but it definitely hurts.
Yeah, it does hurt a bit.
Um. Anyway, the guy looks over and he goes, "Oh, I know you," to Rain. Um, he goes, "Oh, you're the Nameless Crusader. I've heard about you." Or not
I look at
nameless. Holy
Rain
cow!
confused.
You're the. Hold on. Aimless. Whoops. You're the Aimless Crusader. I've heard about you. Um.
I look at Rain and use that to nickname.
I look at him. You are famous. I knew it.
Rain just goes, "Oh, is that what they call me?" Um. I guess it fits. Well, are you all right? Are you good to continue on about your day, sir? The guy goes like, "Oh, yeah, I am." Here he tries to give Rain some money, and Rain just pushes away. No,
I
no,
accept
that's
it.
all.
I slap his
grabbed-
hand away
I grabbed the money before I even realized it.
before I realize. You can't just announce that I fail.
The guy goes, "Oh, is that your friend?" And Rain just says, something like that." And then the guy goes, "Oh,
Okay, look.
cool. I've never seen
Heard-
an elf before. What's your name?"
I respond, Narif.
Wow, that sounds like such an elf name. It sounds so elegant. Where are you from? And you are from to the northeast, within Valence.
I'm from there.
Yeah, that's where you're from.
I mean, aren't I guess kind of from the Elven lands in general? I did a lot of
Um,
wander.
the
in that.
elven lands are pretty broken up because they live mostly in forests.
Yeah, I know. I kept on getting kicked out of them, so I just kept
Oh
on moving to
yeah.
different ones. So I got kicked out of
Do
all.
you
So what's
want to
your
describe
purpose?
the
I
place
don't
you?
know I'm homeless.
Do you want to
No,
play?
I'm
Okay, you
saying-
just
okay.
respond that you're from the Elven lands. Then how about that?
Yeah, because I got exiled from all of them.
He,
If it's
he goes.
Elven, I'd get kicked out.
He goes. Wow, what's that like?
Bad.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Rain goes. Do you have somewhere to be? We don't want to wait around until that guy comes back
Alright,
with help.
did I grab the money successfully?
Oh yeah, you did.
Nah,
Okay,
darn it.
nice. I put it in my pocket.
All right. I just
Alex is
imagine
gonna start
an
protect-
activity
getting
that you could
protection
do.
money.
Oh, would you say, Owen?
What?
Alex
Wait,
is
Tom,
gonna-
what'd he say?
Nerith is gonna start gathering protection money.
Well, that's related to what I just thought Alex could what Alex could end up doing.
Okay, look, I'm very broke. Can you add that to my information? I want to know how much money I have.
The guy,
I need to buy explosives.
he just grabbed some money. Where is your character sheet? He just grabbed some money.
My character
but
sheet
it
right beside the map.
On the whiteboard.
no, not that one. Your actual
Oh.
character sheet.
I would know.
I don't know.
Money, you have $37.
Wow.
Wow, he's broke.
Yes.
I have a little more money than $7.
Why do you have so much money anyway? Where did you get that?
I come from a decent family, so
Oh yeah.
Um, he did leave like purposefully. He didn't just get arrested and then sent to a place.
I mean, it's not
yeah.
like I had any money before I was arrested.
Well, anyway, you're um worth tens of monies.
Tons of money.
Means they only have $7, Tom.
30. 37.
Oh, 37. I didn't hear the free.
Yeah, so you have enough money to buy yourself lunch like 3 times.
Can I buy any bombs?
Probably.
I won't worry about that now.
All right. Um so the guy that was being robbed just moves on at this point. Um he says a bunch of thank yous to Rain, and um I really appreciate it. I'll be going now. Thank you, sir. And all that stuff, and then goes.
I wonder what we should do with that guy that Rain is still holding down.
Oh, right. Uh Rain asks you the same question. He's like, "Well, what do we do with this guy?"
First, we should ask him where his hideout is.
Burn him.
Leave that under a maybe.
So Colgan asks, "Where's your hideout?" And he says, "It's just a street over. Uh, it's in an old building. It's in an apartment building. Well, it would be 2-3 streets over."
Very interesting. All right, now we can hand him over to the police. That's what's important, really.
Oh.
If he resists, we'll burn him.
You have to start the fire, though.
It's not,
I have
Rain
to.
Rain
Rain
does
from
point
starting fire,
out
remember?
that it looks more like we're mugging him at this point.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, can I
That's a
take
good
all of his
point.
money?
No. Rain vetoes that idea and just tells the guy, "Get out of here."
Why can't I take his money?
Well, I don't think we could just let him go. We know where his hideout is now.
Uh,
It's going to be personal.
I'm still
It's
not
going to
allowed.
snitch on us.
I'm still not allowed to help you. You know.
Rain,
I'm still gonna get executed on sight if I use fire.
Rain says, "You're going to jail already, but I don't want to go with you."
You know what? Because I'm already going to a jail, so I'll just take him with me when the time comes.
The guy's gone. Rain let him
Bring him
go.
to the jail cell.
Just like,
Stephanie-
this is my new pet. He's mine now.
Okay, so
Yeah,
Are there
keep
any-
him.
are there any big bags?
Big
Lying around.
bags. No.
Just like random trash bags blowing around to dispose of him with. What
We're
do
gonna
you mean?
random alleyway. I wanted to put him in a bag and just carry the bag over my shoulder.
He's gone already.
Oh, he ran off. I didn't hear that.
I was hoping we could tie him up and just hide him, just chuck him in a dumpster, come back for him later or something. I don't know.
Are there any other funny characters you can find? Are you just going to keep exploring, or what?
What time is it currently?
It's about 4.
I see.
Okay, then.
All right. What was Alex saying? I don't remember.
Probably something stupid.
I was gonna ask how long it would take me to go back to the cell, because then you say it was around 7. I need you to be back.
8, but you don't have to worry about that too much. It's not
Yeah,
like I'll just be like,
that
"Oh,
whenever
time's
the
up."
Yeah,
What?
let's just say whenever the time's up, I actually am keeping track of the time, so
Yeah,
I'll just
I would expect you to be keeping track of the time. You're not gonna
yeah.
reach your time limit, and I'd
Okay.
just be like, oh, everybody's hostile now.
That'd be very unfortunate for the city.
Um, yeah,
Um,
yeah, it sure would.
In the meantime, you want to go beat up some hooligans?
I hesitate due to the fact that I could only really use my close combat yet again from getting shot if I use fire.
That's a good point.
Rain does agree with Nareth. He just says, "Trust me, they any gangs in all the gangs that are left in the city are just small fries at this point. You don't need to worry too much about them."
Hmm.
Yeah, I only have interest if I can burn them, and I can't right now, so.
I don't know. I want to ask Rain if he thinks that we could just rough him up a bit.
Uh, Probably, honestly. Maybe it would be good experience for Nareth getting in some experience with hand to hand combat.
Maybe. Maybe we can maybe we can scare him into mugging a few less people.
Uh,
That's my justification.
this
I
gang should
refuse.
be, huh?
I adamantly refuse to learn any hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'd be
I start
perfectly
hitting him
okay with
until
just
he starts
relaxing, looking at a
hand-to-hand
few neat
combat.
shops. What did Owen say?
I start hitting him until he learns hand-to-hand combat.
I pick him up and hold him slightly too far away for him to hit me.
I start flailing in the air angrily.
Rain walks out of the alley. He just goes, "All right, boys, let's go.
Okay,
Let's
I
have
throw him
some
at
fun."
Rain. I'd lightly toss him towards Rain.
Um, he goes, "Oh, hey, look! I think that's a magic shop over there. You want to see that?"
I go look at it.
I also want to look
I
at
am
it.
very interested.
There's an old lady behind the counter of the magic shop. You can't see a whole lot from the front. You can, you all you can see is it just says magic and a couple shapes. Um, just some geometric stuff. It looks like a kind of like a wireframe D20. Um, and then
Hmm.
there's like a pentacle and some other stuff. And inside, it's a bit dark and musty. They probably were playing up the whole magic thing for customers, but you see a bunch of books and you see some assorted items. There's a staff, or there's a section of staves, um, and there's some funny looking knives. Well, staves on the wall, knives in a display case. There's some other stuff, assorted items in other display cases, and an old lady standing behind the counter. And she says, "Oh, please come in. Are you looking for
Mhm.
something?"
I ask if there's any fire magic stuff.
Uh, she goes, "Oh, fire magic. Oh, let me see what we have." Um, Man, I did not plan for the whole exploring part at all, which is kind of the point. But let's
That's
see,
the
what kind
one
of
time we
fire?
explored. You weren't ready for it.
She pulls out a pair of shoes or a pair of boots, and then she goes, "Look at these boots. They form to fit your feet, and they're quite comfortable. And also, when you channel magic through them, they leave a trail of fire behind you, just
I
like in
respond
the
that I
hit
can't.
game Megabonk."
I respond that those boots are prophetic, and I can already do that with my own magic.
Oh, okay, okay.
I took
Well,
them off to the side and asked how much they would be.
oh, you're
I respond that I can I can potentially enchant boots if you really want. Can you? I
you
can. I don't like
you
doing
you
it.
cannot. Enchanting is a
Oh,
different skill
Yeah.
set than what you have.
okay. Yeah. Okay then.
I also want to ask if
It-
you can turn off the fire walking ability.
Um,
Oh, and it's channel magic. Wait,
Oh yeah, it's channeling magic. I'm dumb.
does someone even have any magic?
Listen, I don't know how magic works. Just a
not
little guy.
much. She goes, "Oh, it looks like you don't know how to use magic, do you?" Yeah, young little guy.
Little guy. Just a little guy.
uh,
I don't believe in magic. I think it's for the
I then
weak.
proceed to ask if there's any fire-related spells.
no, she goes, "Oh, you would be looking for a different kind of enchantment. Well, I could, if you're interested in these boots, I could I could make some slight alterations, um, so that they they work slightly differently. So you don't actually know how to, or you don't have to know how to use the magic."
Hmm. Are there any other items that I could get where I wouldn't need to know the magic?
Oh, there's plenty. These knives, for example. Um, we've got other things, but knives seem to be very popular around here. There's crystal balls for uh, seeing things far away, and um, oh man, uh, how much do you really want me
Uh-huh.
to? Are you looking for anything specific? Please let me narrow it down a slight
Okay,
anything.
I'm browsing, Tom.
no, I ask if there's any fire-related spells that I can buy.
um, spells. I guess they're
Or just research in
she
general.
pulls she pulls out a somewhat old looking book, and on the spine it says pyromancy for idiots. And she goes, "Oh, well, we've got this, but something tells me you're a little bit too advanced for this." And she pulls out another one called Mr. Rutherford's Advanced Pyromancies.
Ask if I can just do a quick skim through to make sure I don't already know all of the spells in it or information in it.
Um, she goes, "Yeah, that's fine."
Okay. I then proceed to flip through it and look at in disdain at the human magic in it.
It's got some neat stuff. It's got
How do you know all of it?
it's got
Does he already know it?
I have extensively studied fire magic.
Hmm.
you little shit.
And
You do not
You do
know
not
all
have
of
that
it.
mastery of the craft. You just have an ego.
so do I know everything in it, Tom?
There's a few things like how to make a fire tornado. There's
I already
there's
know how to make a fire tornado.
oh my goodness. Yeah, you
No,
do, but it's it would advance your abilities. It would cost less energy, for example.
Okay. Then
Um,
because why not? Ask how much it is.
$500. Well, something like
Ooh,
that.
that's steep.
I look at Colgan.
Wait, like look at me with puppy eyes.
No, I look at Colgan telling him that if you don't pay for it, I'll steal it.
I wouldn't doubt that. But before we get to that, I want to ask what kind of knives they have. I want to get a good combat knife.
Combat knife doesn't seem to be exactly what it is. It's a lot of thin, twisted blades, and
Yeah, but they're magic.
yeah, they are magic. Um, and she goes, "Oh, this is the fire one. This is the acid one. This is the ice one. This is the one that turns anything it stabs into a pig." Um, uh, this is the one that makes you really fast at stabbing things.
Ooh.
This one will slice through any vegetable perfectly. Um,
Mm.
this one makes you not cry while chopping onions. It's
Oh.
very popular one. It's only $27.
Thinking
Oh
about
no,
the
I need
onion.
to.
I think that would be real good for combat.
Okay, I do point out that the vegetable one isn't actually magic. It's just a good quality knife.
No,
It's
it's magic. Oh, you're ruining it, Alex. Come on. Look, I'm very invested in this, alright? Let me believe. How much is the speedy stabby one?
$150.
I'll take it.
And it's
You're spending
yours.
650 at the store.
Yay!
You're
Um,
spending a total of 650 at the store, Colgan.
Yes, I will.
okay, is this Colgan?
Correct.
No, that's
More money.
Matt's. Why does Matt's? Oh yeah, that's why Matt has so much money. Colgan Blackstone goes from how much did I say? $150? 160? I think it was 160.
For the knife and 500 for the book.
Sorry you cut out.
500 for the book and 150 for the knife.
Okay, so you go from 1012 to 1862 or 862, right?
Yeah. It's not what it says on the whiteboard, but the whiteboard is a bit less updated on that.
Yeah, I'm not updating
Okay.
the whiteboard. It's
Quick thing. What was that math? We're spending a total of 650. And how much money do we have, does he have overall? Right now?
Oh, wait, yeah.
Owen spent $250 to help Rain pay for the gun. And
Oh,
then
yeah.
Did you already take that off?
yes, so it was 1012 going to 862, right? Cuz it would be 912 and then 862 for the 50, right?
Okay, first off, I think the 1012 was after you took off the 250 for the gun.
Yes.
So, and then
Mhm.
1012 minus 650.
No. 1012
I feel like
minus
I'm
150. 150 for the knife.
Okay, what about the book? He's buying that as well.
Is he?
Tom. What?
Is he?
Yes. I said I was buying the book.
Oh. Oh, well, Colgan all of a sudden has okay, well then 262.
Yeah, there goes my life savings. It better be worth it, Nearest, I
So, how
swear.
much money does he have now?
Just said.
262?
$262.
Nearest has listening issues.
Um Rain
I'm
is
just
just
confused about what the math you just did.
150
And
makes 1012 go to 862, right?
okay.
And then another $600 makes 862 go to 262, right?
I like to imagine that
I
this
guess.
is just the shopkeeper having a really hard time counting the money.
Wait, 862 minus 500. You said it was 500.
Did I say it was 5?
Wouldn't that
Oh,
be it'd be 300. That explains why I'm so confused, Tom.
fine,
He took an extra
362.
100.
I thought I said 600.
He said 500.
Fine, fine. It's cost the same amount as the gun. It is an
Okay.
advanced pyromancy's thing, so I mean it's just a book. Like it's not an ancient tome, but it will be um pretty valuable, especially for somebody like Nerith who can actually use advanced pyromancies.
Yeah.
Alright, that's probably enough shopping. If I do more, then I'm just gonna be broke. Probably time to head back to the hotel.
Yeah, and I guess for me, I'm just gonna head back. Will they
Um
allow me to keep the book in person? I can't actually do anything with the book. It's just a book.
Yeah, they'll let you keep it. Although you could drop it off with your other stuff.
Nah, I'm just gonna spend all of my time reading it and just
Fair
looking at
enough.
it.
All right. Rain doesn't look that interested in buying anything. So you guys are gonna just head to the hotel, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming
Yeah, and
that
as
was
for me,
a
I'm heading to the prison.
okay.
Yep,
You
we're heading.
you still have time. All of you head to the hotel.
Okay.
Unless Nerith just dumps the rest of them.
I do dump the rest of them so I can just continue to read the book I just bought.
Okay, that's in character. On the other hand, that means that Alex will just have to sit around for a while.
What time? Okay, Tom. What time is it?
Like it's like 6 o'clock or something. I think I said it was like 4. Uh, a couple minutes ago, but whatever.
You know, I'm gonna go back to the hotel with them and just continue to read anyway.
Yeah,
Cool.
I have
Yeah,
to
you can
be
go
at
to the hotel
school.
and read.
We
Um,
didn't want to do that, so there's nothing else to do.
all right. So, yeah, you go back to the hotel, and I can actually use my planned notes. Letting you guys explore was a bad idea.
Why?
This is what you've been asking us to do this whole time. I finally
It
decide to go shopping, and you're like, "Oh, come on! I don't know what to do for this."
well, it doesn't mean I can't regret it.
You fool!
No,
More
it's
powerful magic.
what?
And now I have more powerful magic.
I have a really stabby knife.
I am kind of glad I thought of that. Because it doesn't make you
Like,
faster in any other way. It just stabs at like 4 times the speed.
Yeah,
yeah.
next time something jumps me, I'm just gonna pull out a
Oh,
knife and
actually,
be the
you know
most
what?
greatest goal ever conceived of. Also, I
I
like how I managed to just more or less convince someone to buy me the book.
Yeah, I don't know how you did that.
Oh no, I said I'd steal it if he didn't buy it,
Oh, I
and
see.
I was fully intending to steal it if he didn't buy it.
Cool. Well, I guess you would already be going to prison or jail.
I'd be
All
on the run
right. Um,
because I don't really care. Get book.
right. Um, knife of stabbiness. And it basically it looks like um it's a long thin dagger that hold on belt. There we go. It's a long thin dagger that is slightly curved, kind of like a flamberge, but less regular. It ends up being um it ends up being straight enough that stabbing will still be fine. You can stab just like as if it was straight. Basically, it's got a little bit more like surface area, but it looks a little bit more wild. It looks almost slightly alive.
Okay, I was gonna say, if you're saying that the stabby knife is completely curved, like the point isn't at all in line with the hilt, then I wouldn't have bought a knife that stabs if it's like that.
Yeah,
But no,
no,
if
it's
it's
still
all in line,
it'll
that's
still do
fine.
just fine for stabbing. It just looks a little bit maybe a little bit unhinged would be a good way of saying it.
My knife looks unhinged. Perfect. I really hope
Yeah.
the knife wouldn't have hinge to begin with.
Um
Thanks for the input, Nira.
yeah. All right.
Anyways, what do we do at the hotel?
In the hotel you find Mr. Constant. He's it looks like he has guests. Well, I mean, actually I guess you would wait around for a little while. You guys would just relax. Colgan would probably be cleaning his guns. Um Rain would be cleaning his everything. Um like he would take a shower and stuff. Actually, Colgan can decide what he wants to do. If cleaning his guns isn't what he wants to do.
Yeah, I would probably want to clean my guns, keep everything in order.
Um, uh, so after a little bit, Constant does get back, and he has brought company with him. A young man and a young woman. They look like they're probably just about 30, both of them. Um, the woman looks a little bit older than the man. So he walks into your room and greets you. He goes, "Oh, it's nice to see that you're all back already. How was your time out? Did you have a good time? It looks like you got some new things."
He started explaining. I want to explain to him the kind of gun that I got and just how stabby my knife is. Just gonna
He,
go on a rant for
when you
that.
explain the gun, he does cut you short. He's like, "Oh, what's that knife?" And then you explain the knife, and he goes, "Oh, wow, very nice. Where's Rain?"
Point at him.
Rain's in the. I guess he would be out of the. No, he's still in the shower. I'm gonna say he's in the shower at the moment.
I point at the bathroom where the shower is.
Ah, he goes, "Oh, nice. Um, I think I'll take a shower myself later on." Or yeah, I guess he wouldn't have yet. Um, and he says, I while I was out, I went to visit my son and daughter." And he kind of gestures to them, and um Colgan, Nerith meet. One moment, please. Um, my my daughter Carrie and my son David. And they both go hello.
Hello. Say hi, Nearest. Say hi. I said say
I wave
hi.
at him.
Good enough.
Yeah, yeah. I
Well,
guess
let's
that
just
makes
continue
sense.
to read the book. I'm sad Constant didn't realize I was reading the entire time.
All right. Well,
Good introduction. I'm sure we made an impression.
do, do you do you respond at all,
Me?
Owen?
I said I waved at him.
Owen.
I'm just have my head in my hands, like looking at Nero. It's like, come on, man, you, come on.
I do not care about them, okay? I just want to continue reading about fire magic.
Well, I guess. I
I'm also
guess.
just kind of scribbling some corrections to some of the smaller mistakes that I made while also correcting myself on
Okay.
mistakes.
Well, since this conversation is going nowhere, Constant would just continue. I went out to have supper with my children, and they wanted to know um, what my new party was like. They were very excited to see you, and
Wait, how did you convince Constant to go along with you again?
I asked him very nicely.
I think he literally dragged Constant into the forest the first time.
Yeah, pretty much. I just kept
Um,
asking Constant for help, and then I was like, "Hey, can you just come with me?" And he was like, "Yeah, I think you might need the help."
yeah. So uh, uh, David steps forward and he says, it, he goes to shake Colgan's hand, and he says, um, crap, what would he say? Damn it. He'd be like,
We
so
we just stare at each other, and not, we come to an understanding. That's what I imagine.
he goes, it's nice to see my dad up and about. I hope you've been I hope you haven't been dragging him around too much.
I say, oh
Yeah.
no, it's fine. He makes sure to let us know when we're moving too fast.
That's good to hear. Um, and Carrie comes up and says, "So, have you gone on many big adventures?" Um, Dad didn't say too much. He said there's some sort of secret. You're not allowed to say what you've been up to.
Ooh, are we allowed? Should we say? I kind of want to say. I
I
mean,
just,
come on.
I just jump in and say that we've been fighting demon-looking things.
I
Well,
agree.
that sounds
Let's
scary,
nod my head.
but Dad knows what he's doing. He's come back so far. I hope you won't drag him anywhere too dangerous.
I tell him, oh no, we don't put him in the line of danger if we can help it. Except for that one time, but don't worry about it.
One
I
time.
don't say that part.
Oh, in that case, then. Oh, that's good to hear. At this point, Rain is coming out of the shower. He's coming out dressed. Um, I guess he would have at least one spare set of clothes. So he comes out in just his shirt and pants, and he goes, "Oh, um, yeah, I heard we have guests. It's nice to meet you. You must be Constance's son and daughter." And they go, "Oh, yep, I'm Carrie, and he's David." Um, uh, what? Rain just goes, "Oh, it's nice to meet you." And um, shoot, dang it, this is hard. Talking to myself is hard. Why did I do this to myself?
I
If you
don't
wanna,
know, but I imagine when Rain walked out, I introduced him as our babysitter.
oh man, shoot. Oh right. Um,
Uh-huh. Go
so
on, Tom. You were talking to Tom.
So Carrie goes, so I heard you're really Joseph Rain? Is that true? And he goes, yes. Why do you ask? And she goes, oh, I I've heard stories about you, how you go around helping people, killing monsters. Um, you were the one that took down those gangs from last year, weren't you? And he goes, I helped, yes. Okay. Um, at this point, at this point, Constant, it looks like he's been kind of side eyeing Colgan, um, and he looks a little bit confused, and he kind of leans over to Colgan and whispers, "So, now that you and I have been apart for a little bit, I've noticed it, it kind of looks like it kind of looks like you're haunted. That's weird."
Yeah, I should probably mention the part about the whole, like, going to the church and feeling real weird about it. I think you might want to know that.
Uh, that I don't think that's what that is. Although that it, what do you mean weird?
I don't know. I tell him, I don't know. It just felt different whenever I prayed.
Hmm, different how?
It's hard to describe. It felt like something changed in my wounds. It didn't hurt. It just
Oh, in your
felt.
wound. Well, here they worship the so far unnamed. god of industry and fire. Um, that's interesting.
Does that mean I'm being reforged?
I don't think so, but it might. You never know.
I think unshakable faith will bring me through this.
Maybe it will. No, I think it kind of feels like those ghosts from the old elf road.
No. I'm being haunted by elves?
It maybe you are.
Can
Um,
you purge?
what did you said you saw them, right? What did they say? You talked to them, right?
Yeah. What did they say? I think they warned me about something.
Uh, let me quickly check my notes. That would be day 5. Holy cow.
I
How
think it
is
would be in character for
No,
me to
that's day
forget.
4.
I don't know. But for plot reasons, I feel like you should
You
remember.
absolutely would
Yeah.
forget. You know what? Never mind. Um
All I remember is arguing with them.
I think I remember you saying that they were at least benevolent. I'm going to leave it for now. I'm not going to try to do any exorcisms. Um and at that point we'll cut the scene because holy cow, coming up with just small talk is killing me. Basically, you spend a while visiting with Constance's son and daughter. You end up learning that the two of them moved to Ornaby um, uh, something less than 10 years ago. And they moved there for work. Mr. Constant had went to his daughter's house to have supper with the two. Um, she's married with children, but she invited her brother's family over, and they all had a well, I mean, it's not that late, but they had a relatively early supper, and they got to chat and everything, and um, his kids were very interested in meeting this new party. They tried to talk to Nerith, but Nerith goes meh, and Colgan um, just explains who Nerith is. They fawn over Rain a little bit, and Rain looks mildly uncomfortable, but he stays stoic and he explains um, very concisely, um, or he very concisely tells stories about what he's done, and he tries to really downplay things a lot. He says that the guards in Ornaby are very good at what they do, and that he only really caught a few crooked ones, and and the gangs collapsing was really mostly the governor's doing. Um, and then Constance kids they they leave at around 7ish, and then it's about time for Nerith to get back. So Rain goes with Nerith back to the government, or the city hall, and Nerith, or they guide Nerith into his cell. They give him a lantern, um, and whatever else he wants. And unless you guys have some sort of input, you guys just go to sleep.
I guess before I sleep, I do continue to read.
Of course, of course. And
Before I want to make sure to remind Constance's kids, whatever their names were, I can't remember. That's
They already left, remember?
darn it. When did they leave?
what do you want to tell them?
I wanted to tell them, make sure to tell us if there's anything they need doing. We're trying to make names for ourselves. At least I am. I am. That's my goal here.
um, well, David, Constance's son, does lean in and he goes, "Listen, my dad isn't as young as he used to be. I want you to take care of him. Make sure he doesn't get too close to danger, all right?"
Alright. And tell him, of course, I'll be sure to keep him safe.
And then Carrie just goes, "Well, if we ever need help, the help of some some heroes will keep you in mind. Thanks for looking after
Alright.
our dad." Then they leave and you do your stuff. Nerith does his reading. You all sleep. In the morning, Nerith shows up to the hotel, presumably. Um, right, Alex?
I do after I'm allowed to leave, yes.
And you guys have breakfast, and then how long have we been going for? Uh, okay, we still have some time to actually get back to the main plot. It's been a nice little break. Not so much a break for me, but break for your characters, and break for the plot.
Yeah, you're still learning how to not make it so you're talking to yourself for 10 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna get out of the city soon. Well, I mean that is literally up to you, but as far as I know, we're gonna get out of the city soon. The plot will be out of the city soon because the doorman comes up to you and says, well, he comes up to your group eating breakfast, and he says, "Mr. Rain, the governor has sent word for your party." Um, and Rain, or, he says, like, after you're done your breakfast, please make your way over to the town hall. And I'm assuming you guys go with him.
Yep.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you volunteered that information.
You cut out, what was that?
It would be nice if you volunteered that information. That part with this whole thing, I'm still not quite sure how to make that flow nicely. Where it's like I continue on, I just go with the flow or whatever, you know. But
that's down to you. Yeah, we go with him.
Yeah.
All right. Back at town hall, they guide you up to the governor's office. Well, they make you wait for a few minutes, and then they guide you. Then they guide you up to the governor's office, and he says, "Ah, good morning. It's good to see you guys. Like I promised, I've got some information. We read through those notes that Rain totally gave us last episode, and uh, the the game master didn't forget to mention at all.
Of course. That would be foolish.
And we've found a few things out. Should I just get started?"
I think so.
Yeah. Straight to
All
business.
right. So things are looking pretty rough. To be honest with you, we talked to the prisoners and read through the notes, and we already knew about the blight and have run into some of the creatures. Through the notes, we've learned a little bit more about some of them. The wizard has named a few of them, so that will help us, I suppose. He's been calling those slender white creatures rakes, or each one he calls a rake. Anyway, the big blob thing that you spoke of yesterday was called a tumor cow. he also mentions some more disturbing creatures, but we'll get to that.
More
It
disturbing.
I do have in my notes somewhere what he actually um uh, we did learn the name of the man behind the Saul. It seems like um the wizard only knows him as Hector.
Hector.
Hector, let me quickly check that. Um I went in the wrong. Yes, Hector. Hector seems to have kidnapped the wizard from where he was at in a holy principality college, and and stole him away and come forced him to create monsters for him. Um, the things you've seen before, but also, holy cow, where are my main notes?
The
One moment, please.
wizard seemed to have a lot of freedom for being kidnapped. He didn't
Um,
mention.
he was
Hmm.
literally trapped in a tower. Oh,
What
he
about the
was
wizard?
literally trapped in a tower,
Were
not
the
a
women
tower,
to
a
try and
castle.
tide him over so that he did a little bit more evil stuff or whatever he did?
To what him over?
To try and tide him over, make him do a little bit more evil work or whatever he was doing.
Um, it looked like Hector wasn't worried about the wizard misbehaving. Um, he seems to
Hmm.
have been as compliant with Hector as he is with us, although he seems a lot happier with us than with Hector. Um,
I still don't feel bad about breaking his pelvis by jumping off by when Nero jumped off the building.
yes, well,
I
that
didn't.
being said, he has created some nasty things. It looks like while he created many creatures uh, that reside within the castle, they are also acting as his prison guards. I believe one of them you fought and killed on your during your escape.
Oh yeah, that was another rake, I believe.
According to what he said, there were 2 dozen or so in the castle. Um, if you had stuck around for long enough, I think you would have seen them. Um,
So why we didn't stick around?
there were a few
Although
other things, but
they got
that
injured.
doesn't matter. What does matter is what was in the basement. Apparently, there's a large mass of flesh that um, some sort of creature that births them. Um, that takes it consumes people and spits out monsters. Consumes people, animals, lots of things, and it just takes them in whole, incubates them, and then spits them out all twisted. Um, uh,
I asked him if he knows if the wizard said if they're going to keep using that now that he's gone.
as far as I know, it mostly only needs the people to be thrown in, but apparently it did take some upkeep to keep alive. It doesn't seem like creating monsters is this the blight's natural state of being. Hector did mention some things to the wizard, but he was fairly vague. It sounds like Hector had explained to the wizard that he had taken the power of a different entity for himself. I don't know if that'll help us at all, but maybe finding the entity will help us. Maybe the entity itself will help us. Maybe it won't.
Hmm.
Maybe Hector is the one keeping it back, and if we just outright kill him will have much worse of a problem to deal with. Um,
Sounds unlikely.
but what it is right now is it seems like Hector is building up a, an army of monsters and, well, a few mercenaries, although those will we can take care of easily enough. Um, it sounds like he wants to just expand outwards. It doesn't seem like he has any real ambitions of conquering anything. He just wants to keep expanding the blight. And the wizard didn't know why. And the mercenary that you captured told us many of the same things, but he knew very little. He just worked there. He fed some of the monsters and kept up the castle as well as it could be for a bunch of old ruins. Well, out of character, I suppose they're not exactly ruins. They were abandoned anyway. So for an abandoned old castle.
Suppose I want to ask the governor if he thinks we should finish off the flesh pit or if we should try and look for some more evidence of what to do.
Well, that brings us to our next topic, I suppose. I've I have some specialists here, some healers, doctors, priests, and I would like to have them speak to Mr. Constant and have them take a look at your injury. It's our
Yes, I would like to do that too.
yeah, well, it's our best sample that we have right now. We have a little bit of that ooze in jars, but that doesn't do much for us.
Hey, I've
And
got some news too. You want to see it?
uh, I don't want to see it, but uh, my people will.
All right, see yourself.
Let's get going. Let's get you to the examination room. Uh, yeah, because you'll deal with the rest of the stuff after Colgan gets looked at. The governor walks with you, um, and a few other people, a couple guards, a secretary. Not Hale. Hale is at his desk working away. But they go over to the first floor into um something that vaguely resembles an operating room. Um, it looks like it could have been used for meetings as well. You're not entirely sure. It's a sparse room with a table in the middle, and they say, "Well, take your shirt off." And the governor says, "Well, take your shirt off and lay on the table." And as three men come in, and it is a priest, a healer, and a surgeon.
Fighting the urge to smugly say, "At least buy me dinner first." Instead, I just smirk a little and then do it. Do what he said.
The table is fairly cold, but you're a tough you're not a wizard.
What? How dare you? You can
You're a
never
tough dwarf. I was looking at the word
sack.
wizard. Yeah. So basically, um, the the three men spend a couple minutes talking to Constant, and the priest is very interested in hearing about the theology, and and the priest and Constant, they kind of seem like they're forming a plan. Um, but first, the surgeon and the healer come up to you, and you kind of hear like, do we just cut it out? Do you think we can? Um, and and the surgeon goes, uh, all right, Mr. Blackstone, I'm going to try to uh, make a small incision. We're going to just look around a little bit. Um, first, the healer will try to heal you a little bit, um, and then I will cut you open and look at what's going on inside. And the healer has grabbed your head and is basically he's basically pumping anesthetic magic through you so you don't feel pain, and you do feel the pain reside completely. It looks like whatever, well, you feel the physical pain reside completely. Without that, you can feel the pulsing, the
Casted
growing feeling.
methamphetamine.
Huh?
He casted meth.
Yeah. He casted morphine.
Uh,
And
anyway, I shakily say okay, like okay, to the surgeon because I heard them talking about how much they were gonna cut me.
so the surgeon does cut you open with a clean blade. He does have a scalpel. It is just a normal scalpel, and he looks inside, and it there's not much different. It seems like, well, I mean, you'll learn this later, a little bit later, but basically, what he ends up finding is that it's basically the same. Just it turned black. There's not too much pus or anything like that. It doesn't look infected. It's just turning black, and and um and that's it, really. And you can hear them go, well, it's not like what happens to a zombie. we've we have a couple of those.
Becoming a black person, or is it necrosis?
it it's not necrosis, and he's not gaining extra melanin.
Huh.
Look there, his muscle is black, his bone is black. it's it's just changed color. it it feels, is that cold? I think it's cold. It kind of, I'm not sure.
Are they sure it's not dead?
Also, how
Uh,
big of an incision did they do that they can see your bone? That they can see his bone?
Don't worry about it.
okay, maybe they don't actually see his bone, but they see the muscle, and they like peek inside of the already, like what's already there, and they can see that everything they see has turned black, and it's not rotting exactly.
What about the
Um,
blood?
the blood's already, the blood. There's not much blood movement there in general, but it's not dying, and what blood is there has turned black. And they go, "Oh, the blood's well, a zombie's blood isn't pitch black like that." Uh, and then they, you can feel them cut, or you can barely notice them cut the other side of you. They go, "This blood is red. It all looks normal." And you feel that side heals up just fine, but when they try to heal the other side, it just does nothing.
Still gonna
Um,
be a know-it-all. I want to ask them, how do you know it's not dead if it's black, cold, and there's not much blood?
it just, there's no other sign of decay. It's just the color has changed.
Does magical
It
morphine stop me from flexing my muscle?
um mostly you can move a little bit. Why?
Let's see if I can flex those muscles. That's about the only way I could tell if it's alive.
Um and they go, "Oh, it's moving.
Well then,
Please
that's
stay
impressive.
still." Um but yeah, no, it's alive. You can move it. Your movement, I mean, you were injured, but it's not, your movement hasn't been reduced any more than that.
I'm sure I'll feel all of that moving while in surgery later, but it'll be fine.
um they they look perplexed. It seems like you're not you're not turning into a zombie as far as they can tell. And they're they don't really know what's going on. You just it like the other creatures turn white, not black, and I believe the wizard said that when you turn all the way black, you turn into a rake. But from the wizard's description, it sounds different. It sounds like those people were actually dying. They would turn into some kind of undead, but your flesh still seems alive. It's different than how the wizard described. And when they're done,
Constant saved me.
well, Constant and the preacher come over and they go, okay, we've had an idea. He will, since we believe, or since we worship different gods, we will use them together to try to expel the foreign presence without burning you up. So they basically just try that, and you still burn up. It's you can't see the fire anymore, but it still hurts like crazy. And
Oh no!
that is with
Oh man,
the anesthetics.
Am
Rain
I
is, or I
still
mean,
in like mid-surgery, flailing in pain?
they're not operating on you.
No, they close that up. I'm gonna reopen that flailing like this.
You
Even to make a
the
cut. There's a small cut.
the healer is really trying to kill the
Oh yeah, they have
pain.
a healer.
So you can't really move that much, but it hurts like crazy, and it doesn't seem to be working at all. And they stop and they go, well, shit.
The brutalest torture method they're doing on me. Is this
And
medicine?
that hurt with you being anesthetized. I'm just gonna say with the pain being magically reduced.
Even with him casting fentanyl, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, yeah. The fent wasn't enough.
No, no.
The governor says, "Well, I think that's enough for today. Let's get back to my office. Colgan, put your shirt on. We're done here."
If I have to.
Although during the pain, you did feel something. You felt the presence of I believe it was Vox that Constant prayed to purge to purge the foreign presence, but you also felt the the god of industry and fire, and it felt like it was trying to help you, but not how the priest was trying to do it. It felt like it was calling to you almost. Um, the spirit of what the god represents more than the god himself, and you heard a little voice whisper in the back of your head, although you couldn't make it out. And Constant, as you're putting on your shirt, Constant leans over to the priest, and he goes, "You see that? See? It looks like he's haunted. It just flared up when we were trying to trying to purge the black stuff." And the priest goes, "Oh yeah, I think should we exorcise him?" And Constant goes, "No, hold on. I think it. I feel like it's not hostile." And they're not talking to you. They're talking privately, but you can still hear it. They're not being that careful.
I don't know what it means to exercise someone. I don't think that's something dwarves would really do, so I don't think I would know.
Well, dwarves don't tend to leave behind ghosts.
Yeah.
Dwarves usually die when they're good and ready.
Wouldn't I kind of know what it means to I feel like I would know a bit about exercising someone, considering
Elves do
apparently.
magic, not like holy stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
No, I
and
think I have. I think my character would have seen holy fire before, just at some point.
You've seen it on me, I think.
it doesn't have much to do with ghosts, though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could do an exorcism with it, maybe.
Maybe,
I
but
feel like
holy
holy
fire
fire is
would
like
be more like something you would use against demons. It's not that kind of
demon.
exorcism.
So evil spirits don't fall under the camp of holy fire destroying them.
It's not even an evil spirit that they sense. They sense a ghost.
Oh yeah, just normal ghost, not evil spirit.
If it was those
Um,
elves, I think they differ on the evil part. I didn't like
uh,
those guys.
Ghosts can be evil, but evil spirit is more like a demon.
Okay.
Oh,
Um, but
Good to
anyway, yeah,
know.
you guys make your way back up to the governor's office, and he says, "Well, I think we learned something. I don't know what. That's not really my area of expertise, but uh, well, Colgan, I'm sure you'll be fine. Uh, I I want to say we should keep an eye on you, but I've got bigger fish to fry. Speaking of bigger fish, I'll just tell
Frick.
you my I'll just tell you my plans, and I'm hoping you and your party, or and then he turns to Rain and he says, or should I say your party? And Rain goes,
Hey.
"Eh, I don't want to lead. You can take him." Um, but the governor just says, "Anyway, our plan at this moment is to um, build an invasion force to um, to invade the castle and take over that section of the blight. We plan on using the roads to go up through Keldro and and um, head north up to the castle and then just overwhelm it. We could certainly use powerful fighters or maybe even scouts to do a little bit of sabotage, maybe to set things on fire. Hold on.
I think we would be
I
best used as scouts.
yeah, I was gonna.
Clear the way.
The moment he mentions the fire, I more or less agree with the plan.
Also, I believe you said some of my citizens were left back in the castle. I understand why you left them, but off chance that in the off chance that they are they're still alive, I would like to get them back before I turn the place to rubble. I don't suppose I could recruit you to help with this.
We'll see what we can do.
I
The
warned.
castle is heavily guarded, so it will be difficult to get them out safely.
I warned them that they might accidentally burn to death from the castle being set on fire.
I tell him that won't happen while glaring at Neareth.
Rain, can I entrust you with them with the can I trust you to keep Nereth from killing everybody? He's been quite an asset and I would like to keep him as such. Oh, wait. He was talking to Rain. Shit. I did it again. Dang it. Why do I keep doing that? I think it's because I'm so used to it like until just recently we didn't have to deal with that many NPCs. It was only one at a time. Oh man, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Anyway, Rain reluctantly says, "Well, Colgan has already bought me or helped buy me a rifle for this next expedition, so I suppose I owe it to him for that. So I'll go with. I am not a huge fan of leading, but if you need me to, I can take up the mantle. And the governor says, "Well, I'll be in the invasion force, but I'm not as young as I used to be, and my military service has already been served a long time ago. So we have some other people. If you want to recruit more people, you can recruit more people from my force. You've done me several great services at this point, and I trust you with it. So I will let you plan. You have just about full access to my resources, all my military resources. Don't go crazy, but let me know what you end up coming up with, and we'll be heading out tomorrow. I don't think we really have much time to waste. The standing army is ready for battle. It always is with the monsters that come from the woods and the other stuff that we have to deal with. We never know when the Holy Principality is we never know when the Holy Principality is going to invade. Um, it, so we will be ready. Speaking of the Holy Principality, the blight, by the looks of it, extends into their territory as well. I hope they don't think it came from us. But anyway, we've got a plan. I will see you tomorrow morning. No, it's in the morning today. I will see you later today. Don't worry about an invitation. Just walk right in when you have a plan, when you've got everything ready. Beyond that, you're all dismissed. Unless there are final questions.
Okay, I ask him if he can just start preparing some explosives for me so I can pulp properly.
I think we need landmines.
Landmines, explosives, they're yours.
Okay. I'll be sure to not let Nearth use the explosives anywhere near the castle itself. This is a hostage situation.
You do remember that I am actually qualified. I am actually really good at controlling the explosions. I have a
No,
bunch of experience.
no, somehow your actions thus far have made me forget that, actually. It's weird how that is.
I'd remind him that
All right, you can discuss this outside. You're dismissed.
Okay.
And then you guys walk outside. Rain didn't have any questions. And Constant, he's barely paying attention. The doctors and stuff, they were here, but it wasn't really. Well, actually, they weren't. They had already left. Let's say the guards escort you to the door, and they boot you out. Oh, and I feel like, I mean, yeah, I think that's a good place to end it. It's right at 2 hours.
All right.
I'm
Okay.
basically done for. It's kind of nice doing these at the end of the day, but I'm wiped.
Yeah.
Okay.
Much talking to yourself.
Yeah, you guys managed to do more stuff, but it was more talking to myself than I would have liked, but
Okay.
that's okay.
Here's the thing. My character, I managed to make a character that's just not much talking.
Well, you'll have your time to shine next episode, it seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll give him another spotlight, like
Also,
in the original kidnapping.
I feel like I
Yeah,
had more or less the main spot in the kidnapping.
yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah. Nerith really got to shine with that one.
I'm the one who even set up the explode. Like you placed them, but I set them up for you, Owen.
Yeah, seeing as I'm so heavily armed, I kind of have an idea for what I'm going to do next time, and Nearth is going to be in the more active role, I think.
Also, Tom, good question. How much mages really are there like me in this world? How
Um,
common are mages?
you're on the stronger side of mages. Um, magic is fairly common. There's a lot of people
Yeah.
that have very low level magic. Like one of the hobbits in Matt's campaign, an innkeeper has a spell for drying people off. Um, and most magic is like that, but mages are relatively common. They number about 1 in 15, 1 in 20 in the
How
Ornaby
what about
army.
mages? Yeah, I was gonna say, how about mages just roughly on my level?
Um, those are usually
I'm assuming those are
um,
usually elves as well,
if
Tom.
let's say if they're in the military, they are fairly high ranking, like kind of like Colonel Mustang style. Um, where I'm
Hmm.
maybe not necessarily an actual colonel, but Colonel Mustang, he didn't really like. I'm not entirely sure how many people a real colonel handles, but Mustang was a high level guy, but he didn't handle that many people, so it's that
That
sort
feels
of
like
thing.
if I did join the military in this world, I think that's kind of what I'd also be. High
Um,
level in a way, but not really over anybody.
or maybe I
Well,
should
not
more
really.
say like somewhere between
Hmm.
Mustang and a normal alchemist from Full Metal Alchemist, obviously. Um,
Okay.
like one of those. They get paid a lot, basically.
Also, I'm assuming most of them are elves or something along those lines. If they're high level,
Um,
or a lot
most
of them are.
elves are high level mages, but there's not a lot of elves.
Yeah.
And then there are
I think
races that you should know about. Did I have a name for it? I don't remember races. I think it's at the bottom. It's not at the bottom. Not Skaven. That's definitely not Skaven. Dang it! Did I seriously not have? Oh man, maybe I didn't write it down. Um, shit, I didn't really write it down, but there is a race of like magic people. Like how an animal person is like a human but animal, or an animal but
yeah.
human. Um, the magic people are, well, people but magic. They're like
Oh
blue
yeah.
and stuff.
I'm assuming they're even rarer than the elves, Tom.
Yes, there's not a whole lot of them.
How powerful
Um,
are they?
the average one would be like the same power as a full-grown elf, like 500-year-old elf.
Yeah, and
Um,
among elves, I'm still among the younger side.
yeah, you're on the younger side. You're more strong um than most elves your age, but eh, the elves that make it to 500, which is relatively common since they're elves, they're pretty strong. Um, they're that tends to be where they reach their limit of power, and normal, like the normal ones that would be about your age of this other race would be about equivalent to that. So it's um like roughly 1.5 to 2 times as strong as elves
For what, Tom?
for magic.
But oh, for the magic people, or
Yeah, the
what
magic people
spell
are one and a
doing?
half to 2 times as strong as the elves.
Okay. Also, I feel like for just among elves my age, I feel like I'd be better at specifically fire magic than them.
Yeah,
I'd be fairly above them in that, but other magic's probably not really at all.
yeah, you're a high level mage, but very, Very
I'm very,
situational.
my point is I'm very specialized.
Yeah,
Some of my
you're
specialized,
strong but also specialized.
yeah. So the extra good in one I specialize in, and others not really.
Yeah, because your utility goes down quite a bit outside of combat, basically.
I can use a lot of more minor fire spells to do stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm studying just from the like of fire, not wanting the most power.
Yeah, but you know, the utility of fire only goes so far. You're
Yeah,
about the equivalent of a mid-rank mage at best in outside of combat.
yeah, I know. That's kind of the point.
Yeah, yeah,
Fire's
it
not that.
works good. And it'll be a lot of fun. Next episode should have a lot of action. This is where you start to see the Dieselpunk feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
It
Because so far
should,
we really haven't done much.
and considering what you know about those creatures, it very well could be pretty bloody.
Ah, yeah, including I might explode a couple of them.
Yeah, no.
Um, I
If
meant
we
on
want
your
there to be a
side, but
wave,
yeah,
that's gonna be
I am, I am,
getting you guys in there is gonna be tough.
I am interested in seeing what you guys come up with in your rescue mission. Actually, maybe it won't be next episode. Maybe the rescue mission will be like an episode and a half or more. Maybe it'll be
Man,
2 episodes
the
from
thing
now
about
that.
it moves things so
It could
much.
be.
Because I have many ideas of how to cause mass destruction, but I really can't think of how to rescue people.
Well, for the most part, you just have to see if they're still alive. Because you don't know if they're alive yet. And if they're not alive, then you just go to full on destruction.
Which I'm
Um,
very prepared for.
but if they are alive, then you got to kill everything. See, they see if they're smart enough or if they care to take um, the people hostage.
Hmm.
Um, it also depends on how fast you get back, because Hector was supposed to be coming in 4 days, I believe. And
Yeah.
if he gets back, then things might get interesting.
Okay.
Anyway, um, I think that's it, right? Do you guys have
Yeah,
anything else to go over?
not really.
I don't believe so.
Did you have more fun than last time when it was just Metal Gear Solid 4 cutscenes the whole time?
A little bit.
that's
Yeah,
that's good to hear.
this time you didn't.
Uh-huh.
This time you didn't end it off on a very boring gun talk.
Um,
Hey, it was a good gun talk.
oh,
That
speaking of which, I'm gonna quickly go over. Basically, I looked it up, and hollow points are not common in rifle rounds, but
Goodbye, Tom.
you
I'm going
did.
to pass.
Hold on. It's cool. It's cool. Don't worry, Alex. Basically, the bullet that you got, that like the expanding bullet, it has 4 petals that break off. Um,
Mm-hmm.
when the bullet hits the target, um, basically it's like 4 break off petals made out of copper or whatever, and then a core made out of lead. So it's soft, so it immediately expands and breaks apart, and
Oh,
um, does devastating damage to specifically soft flesh. Since this world has so many large creatures that would need that sort of round,
yeah. That kind of
because
makes sense.
like if you're fighting something that has more of the constitution of a slime, for example, normal bullets are going to do barely anything. Hear that, Alex? Hear that? It
Ours
matters.
left.
Oh, dang.
He literally went to the bathroom.
Fair enough. I need to as well. All right. Well, yeah. I think I got everything.
All
Let
right.
me check my notes one last time. Uh, I need to make my notes easier to see because when you're scrolling fast through them, they are not easy.
Yeah.
Potential starting looking at main series notes. Notes. No, that's not it. Future plans. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, name episode 7. Tom hears things, then talks to himself. What do you think of that name? Okay. We got through everything. We actually basically completely stuck to my notes.
No, there was a good segment there where you're just screwing around and then you're like, all right, finally we're back to the
Yeah,
notes.
because I was like, well, I have things planned for when they do the things that they expect to do, but they have a lot of time to kill. They're not going to sit around in their room for a while.
I
Or
got a super stabbing knife and Rain has like a gun. That's
yeah.
cool.
Oh man, I want to see that in action. The super stabbing knife and the gun.
Yeah. I'm excited for it.
It was nice that you got to see Rain. Rain isn't just as much of a stoic badass as he had to look like before, because I was going to reveal like him being like, "Oh, what is that?" to a big monster or something, but then you guys kept on being idiots, and he kept on having to be like, "Okay, I'm the man of the house."
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, it looks like I have everything. You didn't figure out whether or not the wizard is evil because you don't really care. Right, you
Yeah.
didn't seem to really care.
I figure he's evil. I'm not gonna ask questions about it.
It looks like we're fine. Yeah. You. Oh, I did forget one thing, but that's okay.
Hello.
Okay. He's back.
Well, that's fine. We don't need to deal with that right now.
You don't need to deal with what?
I did forget about one thing, but it's been a pretty busy episode anyway, so that's fine. You don't need any more scripted events.
All right.
All right, yeah. Well, uh, to finish off the video, good night and all of that.
Good night.
Good night.